I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. So hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow.
Quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go. 280!
So don't say nothing.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Come on.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Looks pretty evident what they want to do, the same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry.
Go.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check 52. Here, shift.
Hold.
Pilot, 64, weak.
51. Mike 51.
I'm coming.
On 1st down, Evans pushes past him. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. 180. Kill.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, force toe kill.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On on second down now. It's Evans. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. On 3rd down, it's Evans. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Empty.
I'm going back to you.
Greystone, travel.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Corey Grant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
On 1st down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Ready? Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Let's go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 45 on second down, Wentz.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
You ain't got nothing. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Foxtrot. In the face. Light 51. Light 51.
Switch. 51's a mic.
Now Wentz on third down. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Out out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, exit. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On play action, it's Wentz looking for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. Back to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Sunday.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 180. 40. Let's 5-7.
Here we go again. 51.
Buzz.
Blue Jays.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on now. Let's go.
On first down, Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Lions will take over at the 20.
40's the mark. Squeeze. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
2nd and 13. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go back to Grant. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. 59, Mike to 59. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Sunday.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he will find his man on the outside. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.